Let's get this shit rolling.
Y'all, excuse my wrinkled sweater.
Kind of chilly in this bitch. I had to throw this bitch on, but welcome to my channel. I'm Jody. This is my officially first episode, so we gonna get this shit together. Today, we are going to talk about what not to do when buying a car. You feel me? There's a lot of people that's about to get a car, so I'm gonna call this video "Do Not Buy a Car Until You Watch This Video." It's very important because it's not a game I'm about to give y'all in this video that'll help y'all save a lot of money. Get the car that you want, and so that you won't be out here just getting finessed by anybody, you know, because a lot of people are out here getting finessed. It's too much of that going on. So we gonna get this shit together. I really don't like how this lighting is really hitting me right now, but we're gonna work with it. Motherfucker, sun just beaming. Well, my name is Jody. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell button, y'all. That's all I ask. Don't take much effort at all. Just do those little things. That's all I ask for y'all to continue to provide y'all with great content, is to help share this content to more people and help other people that need help like y'all. But let's jump straight into this shit. Bow. So you're trying to get a car, right? What's the first thing you should decide? Okay. First, how you gonna pay for the car? Both support it. Do you want to finance it? So do you want to pay for this car? Basically, what financing is basically depending on how much months you're looking to finance or basically pay for this car. They usually do about 60 months, 70, like 2, whatever, 5 years, 6 years, whatever the case is. So it basically takes the cost of your car, breaks it down into those months, and also you have the APR that's put in there also. So whatever the price of your car is, let's say plus 15% of your APR rate, they'll tell you exactly how much you're going to be paying. So understand, if you keep this car for the period of time, the amount that they say on your pink slip, your white slip, whatever color it is, that's the exact amount that you will be paying. So you always have to consider that and understand that you're going to be paying a lot more than just what you're paying on the car. And the money that you're paying towards the car is not actually going all towards the car payment. It's also paying towards the interest of the car. So boom. First thing you gotta understand, okay, how you're paying for the car. Second is checking your credit. There are so much people that go into a car dealership, and these are for the people that's not buying cash cars. You know, so you're not buying a car just straight cash. I'm talking to people that's leasing or financing. Leasing is where you basically keep the car usually for like 2 years. You have a certain amount of gas and mileage that you can use per, let's say 1,200 miles a month and 12,000 a year type of deal. And basically you're going to get the car back after. So you keep it for 2 years. The payments are a lot cheaper, but the only difference is that one, they're going to take care of the car because it's going to be their car. You're going to give it back to them. So they're going to actually care a lot more about that car. And two, is to the simple fact that if you go over the mileage, you will be charged for that. So if you're someone that drives a lot, leasing might not be for you. But if you're somebody that, you barely drive, just here and there and shit like that, financing might be the best option for you, especially if it's a car that you don't necessarily want to keep. Like me, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. There's not a lot of cars that I would buy, I would purchase just wanting to buy a car just straight cash, like old school cars and shit like that. But when it comes to all the newer cars and Benzes and all that type of shit, I'm gonna always want the newest cars. So I'm gonna always either try to finance or lease my shit. My next car I actually want to lease, probably because I don't drive too much and I don't plan on it. So with that being said, decide what type of payment you want, and then you have to go check your credit. Boom. I'm gonna tell you exactly where to go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let me see something. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let me share my screen with y'all. So where we gonna go? We're gonna go to annual. Here we go. Annualcreditreport.com. Make sure it says annual credit report. Here we go right here. This is the easiest way to check your credit. Feel me? Easiest fucking way to check your credit. Only thing you have to do is go here. They give you a free credit report once a year, and it will give you all three of your credit reports: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Sometimes you might not have credit and they might not be able to find you. If that does happen, then you need to go to Experian, download the Experian app, and see what your credit is that way. So boom, one thing you do is fill out this information. I'll go next, and they're gonna give you they're gonna allow you to click all the bureaus and stuff like that you want to see it, and boom, you'll be able to either download or print out exactly your credit report. So boom, that's how you check it, y'all. That's how you check your fucking credit. Check your credit just like that, and then so once you got your credit, you know what your credit. You understand that your credit is so important because it's the difference between a 15% APR and a 3%, 4%, 5%, you know, and that is so important because you're going to be paying so much more. Okay, so prime example, my last card I had got a refinance with my credit union. When I first got my car, I was at like a 660, I think, when I got it. When I first got my car, they gave me an 8% rate when I went to the dealership and got my loan through one of their companies. Once I built a relationship with my credit union, I went back, got it refinanced, and got it to a 4%. Previous, I was paying about, I think like 400 for my car, and about 200 and 200 was about an even amount that was going towards interest and the principal on the car. So whole time, if y'all wondering why your shit be barely moving, is because if you have a high interest rate or high APR, the majority of that money is going towards the actual interest and not the car. So you actually have to, outside of your payment date, you have to go in the app, or you have to call the people and actually tell them you want to make a principal payment towards the actual car. You want to make a payment towards the car, not because every time you just pay it towards your bill, only thing you're doing is paying towards the interest and part of the car. So you actually have to pay exactly towards the car and not just towards the interest. So you have to double down and pay like twice a month and shit like that if you really want to get on top of that in your car and shit like that. And that's just period. So even with a better APR, I went from that to now I'm paying still around the same amount because it's still but my interest is so much lower, and now I'm paying more, like 320 towards the car and only like $80 towards the actual interest. So that's what really matters. So that's why you want to make sure that you got a good fucking credit. You got good fucking credit, that you walking in there and you got all the control. And the best thing to do, like I said, is go through. My wood fucking up. I should cut that. But so after you do all that, you understand your credit. You understand what level you really on. You feel me? So you understand, in my opinion, you want at least like to get a good car, you gonna want at least like a 680, 660, 640 minimum probably to get like a little decent car. But you got to understand that. You understand your credit, understand how to build your credit. There's a lot of ways to build your credit fast. You feel me? So if you want a car, if you just wait a little bit, I got a few things that I'm dropping on my courses that'll teach y'all how to, remove your inquiries.
just dispute little things on your account that are errors and that'll help your account a lot. Buying trade lines, becoming an authorized user on somebody's account are quick ways to boost your credit. You feel me? And I think that you shouldn't rush when it comes to getting a car unless you're in dire need of getting a car. Other than that, I think it is definitely more important to make sure that you have a good credit score when going to get a car. If not, you can still get that car and refinance it afterwards. So either way you can do it, but I think it's definitely smarter to understand and just make sure you're going in there understanding your credit score. Don't allow these people just to run your shit to a million companies. But as far as the car, you have to understand the purpose. Okay, now when it comes to the car, what's the purpose of the car? Are you just getting a car for the car? Do you want a fast car? Do you want a car that's good on miles? Is it you just want it's the car that you've been wanting, so you don't want to settle? You just need a car to drive. You need a bucket. You need somewhere to get you to point A, point B. Like, understand what type of car you want, the type of perks you want in the car. Okay, you want a camera. You want to make sure it's good for safety. You want a 4-door car. All these different type of things. Understand those type of things. That's very important when purchasing the car you want. Because understand, you can get whatever car you want. Especially you got good credit, you can get the car that you want instead of having to get a fucking Toyota or fucking a Nissan or whatever, Like I said before, like it's not bad to have that type of shit, but it's just like get what you want. Period. What I look for a car, I look for that there's only one owner, one previous owner for used cars. We talk about one previous owner's 2 max. I look for no accidents because I believe that once a car gets in an accident, it's like, I'm very spiritual. So I believe that it's not supposed to be on the road. It attracts, it's already been hit. Therefore, it's going to keep getting hit. You feel me? Cars that usually get in accidents keep getting in accidents type of shit. So I don't believe in buying cars, used cars that have, especially major accidents. It's just like some little chip or some, or depending on exactly what it is. So also get the Carfax report. If they have a Carfax report, that is great, especially if it has the Carfax report from the time that the car was made to time that you get it. If they have a full fucking Carfax report, like the last car I got, dude told me straight up, this is the longest fucking Carfax report I've ever seen on any car. Because I got my car from a fucking nigga from New York, So also you can get cars delivered and shit like that. So, like you don't have to just be in your state. So understand that as well. But I also look for cars that are pre-qualified. So they already have a warranty on there. So I don't have to pay for additional warranty. Me personally, I don't know if some warranties are really worth it. It really just depends on the type of car that you get and what the warranty actually provides. How long you have the car, how and make sure that you understand with the warranty, how much more this warranty do I have on this? You feel me? Because sometimes you might be getting a car at 50,000 miles and the warranty's up to 75,000 miles. So you only have 25,000 miles, or they'll have like 3 years or 75,000 miles. Whichever one of those hit first is usually which expires. So if you hit 75,000 miles first, then your warranty expires. Or if 3 years comes first, your warranty will expire. So understand those when understanding the warranty, the powertrain, or the bumper to bumper. Those are two of the best ones to look for. And if it comes with a warranty, that's always good. But when it comes to purchasing one, that's when it gets a little tricky, especially from the dealerships. Definitely. But that's why even like credit unions and stuff like that, they provide cheaper. They provide, everything is just cheaper at credit unions. So I'm gonna get into what I think is the best way to go about purchasing and that type of shit. But we just get a little bit more into the details. You understand what you care most about the car. what you care most about the car. I already talked about that. The safety on it, because that's very important. You know me, I know with my car, my last car, I got the car exactly that I wanted. My last car it got totaled, but my last car was a BMW 750. It had the back camera, the rear cameras. It was a full package. You feel me? So you understand if you want a standard, you want a package, whatever car you're looking for, color matter, interior, all that different type of shit. And I don't like getting cars where the interior is all fucked up. That's just me personally. Understand if you want cloth or leather. A lot of foreign cars don't have cloth, so you have to understand that certain cars you're gonna get is never gonna have cloth. You're not gonna be able to get cloth on that unless you get some like customized shit. No major repairs, like I said, needed. Make sure there's nothing really wrong with the car. As far as like transmission, water pump, anything really major, you don't want to buy no car with any big ass problems, because you're gonna pay for this. Is what my pops told me. You're gonna either pay for repairs or you're gonna pay for a car note. You feel me? You're gonna pay for one or the other. You feel me? So if you get a bucket ass car, you're gonna pay on repairs. You feel me? That car gonna keep breaking down. So that's why it's good. You paying for a car, make sure it's a good car. You don't want to pay for a car that you have to keep putting money into and it's not even your car yet. Because understand, when you're financing a car, leasing a car, it is not your car until you fully paid the car off. You feel me? But you don't necessarily have to have full ownership in the car if you just want to use it for the time that you're using it, and then trade it in, get a better car and shit like that. That'd be my method. You feel me? I try to, I don't really fuck with cars like that. And I'm not here to tell you I'm like the best expert when it comes to cars and all that. That's one of the things I actually don't know too much about, but I do know what to look for when it comes to getting a car. You feel me? So those are very important. And these are just shit that I did when I was, when I got my car. And more than importantly, I just think that it's very important, y'all, to not allow these people to run your credit a million times. So that's why it's so important to understand your credit, because if you have a relationship with any bank that you have, it is better to go to your bank and try to get a auto loan through them and get approved for the car. And the only thing you will need is like the VIN number of the car. You give them the VIN number of the car, they'll look that car up and they'll try to approve you for you. You can try to get pre-qualified for it, instead of going to the dealership where they're sending your information to whatever companies and loan companies that they deal with. You feel me? So it's like they gonna send your shit out to fucking 15 companies, 8 companies, because they get paid for one to do that credit application. They get commission off that. So you don't want them to just send your shit to whoever. You want them to send it to, even if you do have to send it to, even if you're getting your car from a dealership, you want to tell them, only send my shit to the ones that that I'm gonna get approved for. Don't send my shit out to 15 people. Try like 2 first. Try 2 first. We're gonna see what those 2 people are talking about. If not, we could try another one. I don't want you to send my shit out to a million motherfucking companies, because they'll do that to you. They'll say, oh yeah, we finna, and you look on your credit report, now you got fucking 15 inquiries from these random ass companies, and out of those 15, only one of them approved you. That's why it's so important to understand your credit. Never, ever, ever go into a fucking car dealership not understanding your credit. Even if you want to buy a car cash, you should still understand your credit walking to a car dealership, because that day it might be more beneficial to you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, if you have passive income and you know how to be disciplined and you're financing your car, instead of paying 3,000 down, you can go put 1,000 down instead. Put that 2,000 down into something that's gonna pay for your car in the future. You feel me? Instead of paying for a $3,000 car, you can still go finance. Like, let's say you want to go buy a $3,000 car. Finance that bitch. Tell you, I would have financed this, so that you're building a relationship, you're building your credit, you get a diversity of your credit. It don't matter if you have money, still finance that bitch. That's how I see, in my opinion. Remember, this is not financial advice, but my opinion will get you paid. So at the end of the day, I'm thinking about how to make more money and not to waste all my money on things that, especially if you're not using a card to really make no money and you're not, because you can make a card really make money for you. You can go Toro that bitch and rent it out to other people to do Uber Eats and all different type of shit that you can do with your car so that you can really make money off your car. But if it's just your car, you don't want to do too much with it, man. It's about saving money, you just having that car and just making sure it's a good car. All the other shit don't matter. It's about being stable within your life, doing what make you happy and shit like that. So if you can get the car of your dreams for the same price that you was just about to get a Toyota or a car that you go settle for, why not take the time to go do that? Or get your credit right so that you can wait 6 months. After 6 months of you having your car, then refinance that bitch. You feel me? So just by doing that, and I could teach y'all how to better y'all credit. If y'all purchase my credit course, if y'all stay in tune to everything that I'm saying, y'all stay tuned to my channel, like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that y'all are in tune to everything that I'm giving y'all, this game that I'm giving y'all, so that y'all know how to save money. Because by saving money is making money. You feel me? When you saving money, you making money, you able to have more money to do other things with. Spend more money, shit, give more money to other people, bless other people, shit, invest, fucking buy some shit for you, take more trips. So those are my main concepts. Let me think of anything else I could think of. That's really it. Just I would say build a relationship with a credit union. Start off with a checking and savings account. Get a credit card. Even if you have to get a secured one, which is where you have to put your own money up front. So you can put your own money on that credit card. And after a while, they're going to give you your money back. You pay on that card for a year, 6 months. Then give you your money back. And now they're going to give you an unsecured credit card. Now you can start building your relationship with them. Then after 6 months, you can ask for a credit increase. Every 6 months to a year, you can ask for a credit increase. You feel me? Or ask the company, what's y'all max? Do you know the max credit limit on this credit card? You feel me? So work your way like that. So then once you have your credit, now you got a credit card with them, you got the checking, you got the savings, you can open up other different type of fucking investment account, like a Roth account, to build more relationship with them. You feel me? That's all it's about, y'all. Just like in the streets, you feel me? If you want somebody to front you, if you want somebody to front you some shit, they gotta know you. You gotta be validated. They want to make sure that you're gonna be able to bring them their shit back. You feel me? So they gonna give you a little bit first, see what you do with that. If you work with it good, you feel me? You bring the money back on time and you good with your money, you paying your bills on time and all that different type of shit, they gonna give you more, just like the streets. So that's exactly how these businesses is. It's just about building these relationships with these businesses. Credit unions are so good because they want to expand. In order to expand, they need to have more business. They need to have your business, your independent businesses, you feel me? So if you're a small business person, even open up a small business with them, small business account. Even better, get a credit card with them, get a checking account with them. Open up a LLC or a S corp. You feel me? Get your shit, build your relationship with multiple companies. Just like you want multiple plugs in everything. With I got multiple plugs. You feel me? I need different flavors. With shoes, if I got a plug on shoes, I need multiple people. I need more than one person to be able to provide me with what I need. You feel me? Because sometimes they might not be able to provide me with that. I might not be getting all the benefits from this company that I need, or they credit cards, it might not be that, or this is just the first step. I think the best step is to start with credit unions. Get a credit card with them, secured, unsecured. If your credit is underneath like
I say like a 6. I like to say like 640. That's like usually like the minimum. Sometimes you might get accepted with like a 580, but that shit's very rare. But with that being said, I would just do one of those. I would apply for some type of credit card, build your relationship with them. And then once you have that relationship with them, come to them, ask them for the auto loan. Because then with that, they're going to be able to verify, okay, yeah, we can give you $30,000. We can prove you up to $50,000. Now you can go shop. Now you can go shop. Now you know exactly how much you can get from your bank. And only thing you have to go to that dealership do is like, I'm already pre-approved with my bank. I got my pre-approval letter right here. And I want that car. Or you can start, bargaining with them. I'm not bargaining, but bringing the prices down. Sometimes they don't be budging, but sometimes you can get their ass. Sometimes you tell them like, yeah, I got cash for it. I got a check for it right now. I got to pay for it. Y'all want 27? Give it to me for 24, and I get it today. You feel me? So you got to understand your leverage. Understand that the customer is always in control. The person that's buying is always in control. So you have the leverage. Don't let these people scare you. Don't let them into finessing you into settling for a car that you do not want. Get a car that you want. It's simple. You can get whatever car that you want. You just got to know how to get that bitch. You might have to settle for a little bit, refinance that bitch and go, trade that bitch in and get a different car. But there's always a way to better your credit to go get the car that you want or get a better car. You feel me? So even if you already in a car, if you got a car loan already, better your, making your credit better, getting your credit better, having a stronger portfolio, getting to them 700, them 800s, and refinancing your car was gonna do you a hell of a lot. You feel me? Or let's say you got your car, you got a car you don't want, and now your credit 700, 800. Now you can go to your bank and now be like, yeah, or just trade that bitch in. Go trade the shit in. Go get a better car. You feel me? What I would always refinance it first with the bank or the credit union that I have. If I got a loan, if it wasn't a good loan from the dealership, I'll go refinance that bitch. After 6 months, trade that bitch in. Straight up. That's what I'm doing. So that's the game I'm giving y'all for today. Remember, do not buy a car until you watch this video. Understand, these people out here, they trying to get y'all. They trying to finesse y'all. Everybody in this world will try to finesse y'all if y'all let them. You feel me? Anybody will. People only do what you allow, especially when you talking about somebody purchasing something. Like a lot of shit is, people they don't care about y'all or have, any y'all best interest, So even that, finding somebody that's like you could trust, a dealer that you could trust and shit like that, going to somebody that's gonna tell you what's real about the shit. But just don't settle. Get what you want, be smart. Don't let these people finesse you into getting the bullshit ass car that's fucked up, not the car that you want. But if you gotta do it, do what you gotta do. You feel me? But just understand that you can be in a better position just by getting your credit better. But yeah, that's this video. And this for everybody that's thinking about getting a car soon, or in the future, or, you want to refinance your car, you want to get a better car, whatever the case is, or this is just to give you a different idea, give you a different perspective, how to look at shit when you walking into these dealerships. But that's my video, y'all. Thank you again. My name is Damn Jody. Make sure y'all follow me on motherfucking Instagram at Damn Jody. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that motherfucking bell. Peace, love, family, and make sure y'all stay dangerous, man. Stay safe, stay dangerous, man. Stay protected.